Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. I am so happy that it's another beautiful day and that you all decided to stop by here at the open book. I had a fantastic weekend. Y'all, my voice, I think for one, I just woke up not well, probably not too long ago to take my daughter to school, but I've been doing various lives, and I think the talking, I'm like, oh, I may need to give my voice a break. I'm trying to keep my voice. Okay. Let's see who we have in here this morning. Hi, Aries Black. Hey, sis. Thank you for joining. Good morning, Alicia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Queen. Royal D is in the house. Thank you for joining. Hi, Brittany. Hey, sis. Hey, Dreamy Girl. How are you today, sis? Thank y'all so much for joining. Like I said, I am blessed. If you have not caught the lives from this weekend, oh my goodness, you must go back and watch the replays. We had two phenomenal. Hi, Lachelle. Hey, sis. Good morning. Thank you for joining. Lolo is up and in the house. Y'all, let me say this. Can y'all believe Lolo finally has a YouTube channel? Can y'all believe that? Y'all, I shared the link on my community wall. Please go and support my sis and subscribe to her channel. I'm looking forward to what is going to take place. Oh my gosh. We've been telling her to get her own channel. And so I'm glad that she finally did. She surprised us. Okay. But I'm pretty sure Lolo is going to have some interesting topics. And in my opinion, some things that need to be discussed. And it takes a special anointing sometimes to discuss hard topics. But when I tell you that she is real, she is loving, and I already know she's gonna come with it. Yes, thank you, Aries. She's gonna come with it. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Lachelle. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Lolo. But yes, so we had one of the lives this weekend was the Mrs. Netta live. Now, y'all, I told y'all that for one, I would not have even started following Mrs. Netta had it not been for Lolo. Okay, because Lolo is, a follower and was telling me more about it. Thank you, Dreamy Girl. Was telling me about it, and so I said, you know what? It's the summertime. I ain't else to do. I'll peek in from time to time. And so, lo and behold, now I just started watching him probably for a week, and it's a lot of country. It was a lot of controversy around some stuff said on the live, and so D said Mrs. Netta is going crazy. You know what? I tuned into a live yesterday, and he was on there cooking, but wasn't getting too crunk. I think that mouth is a little under control right now. Okay, but I wanted to give my perspective from a new subscriber and kind of talk about the way that situation was handled. I stand with my Black sisters on this. I think if the apology was done in a different way, or probably even an apology, because he said he wasn't apologizing. Okay, it probably could have changed some people's opinions, and so with that, I did not realize that many people was gonna come in that chat. Baby, it was different people in that chat under the comments. I said, Lord, what then happened? What Pandora's box did I open talking about this? But it was fun. I can say though that it was fun. Okay, so the comments was doing it for me because it's never my intent to go on and bash or talk about anyone's appearance or things like that. The comments were doing all that. I'm like, now look, y'all not getting me in trouble. Okay, this is oh my gosh, I'm on here for one purpose. Okay, to talk about what happened and from my perspective as a new subscriber. But that was a lot of fun on Saturday. Joe don't care. Oh Lord. Yes, Lolo, thank you for putting that in the If you would like to subscribe to Lolo's channel, she just dropped that link in the chat below. Joe and Rose going crazy. D, oh my goodness, y'all gonna have to come back today because I am gonna do a live this morning about Rose. Y'all, they trying to pull the wool over our heads, I think, on some stuff, but it's crazy because y'all playing with fire. But yes, Rose and Joe, they've been on it. Okay, think Joe kind of calming down. But yeah. And then yesterday had another live. Let's go to church, y'all. When I tell you God showed up and showed out on that live with Pastor John Hanna, and during that live, y'all, one of my subscribers, and I also am subscribed to his channel. He sent a super chat to the I had to pause. I had to pause the live. I had never received a super chat for that amount. And I just wanted to thank him. I told him he made open book. Oh Lord, I hope y'all can still hear me clear because sometimes in my neighborhood, my phone goes in and out. I told him that he made open book history. Okay, so far. Because look, if somebody's sending one higher than that, you're going to make history. Okay. But I'm so grateful. It just shows that God is faithful. God is faithful. And so those two videos, and it was some more that we did this weekend. If you haven't, go out later when you have your lunch break or some free time and check those lives out. Joe said he can't be canceled. Right. Joe said y'all can't cancel him. Okay. He said they're making money off of him. Hey sis, good morning, Troop. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If y'all can hit that like button, I would greatly appreciate it. Alicia said, Charles, your lunch is ready. That's the only reason I follow Miss Nell. And you know what? That's the little line that I heard too. Thank you so much for being on there too, Alicia. I appreciate your support. Lolo, thank you for sharing that. If you would like to support by purchasing a coffee, there is a link in the chat. You are able to do so. Thank you to all of you who have shown support. I put that on my community wall yesterday. It means a lot for any support, whether it is in the conversation, to send a super sticker, super chat, buying a coffee, sending a cash app, buying my book. It means a lot. And I thank you, those of you who show support. If you would like to become a member, the membership link is in the chat. And shout out to all of the members in the chat who are in green. And I have some mods that are also members. Their green will not show because they're in blue because they're mods. But shout out, thank you to all of the members. Alicia said they created a beast like Miss Netta, and now they want to cancel him or her. I can't. Oh my gosh, sis, I guess so, because I've heard a lot of people say that he was different in that he started changing, because sometimes money can change people and status, if they see their status, economic level changing. So we have to consider, how are we going to let it change us, for the good or for the worse? Because just like you go up, you can come down. And so hopefully this situation, because I did have some people in my comments talking about we hating and stuff. And unless people are disrespectful, okay, I really will not block their comment or delete it, because everyone has their opinion. I even had a comment yesterday under something that I shared. That someone was live. I didn't, that was it. I didn't say anything. I didn't say what the live was about. All I said was someone was live. Now, I'm not going to block people's comments because everyone has their own views. their own thoughts on things. What I do like to do though is to communicate, okay? Because sometimes there is a misunderstanding, and I am the type that I want to make sure that there is a clear understanding, okay? Sometimes we're not going to agree on everything, but we can agree to disagree on some things. As adults, we have to learn how to communicate. Even when I was looking at, and I'm going to get into that on my live about Rose and her mom. Sometimes there's a barrier and there's tension in things because people do not know how to communicate. Okay. Or people have these preconceived notions about others, because I saw that with them as well. So I am not going to, like, unless you're just being rude, really rude and disrespectful, feel free to share your comments in, the chat. Because it was even people in the chat on my live with Mrs. Netta, and we're not going to block them or delete their comment unless it's being really rude. And then on my community wall, now I do want to clarify something just in case others feel the same way. With me, and when I talked about support, I had even shared earlier yesterday morning how thankful I was for those that support me. Okay. When I have the chance to support people that support me, I want to do that. Okay. It's not that I do it because of that, not all the time, but that's the least sometimes that we could do. If, like, for example, Mr. CKB, he came and he sowed the seed yesterday into my channel, which was a huge seed. Okay. But I can say I also sow over on his channel as well. Okay. Now I haven't gotten to that status yet where I can send amounts like that, but it's a mutual support, and I'm appreciative of that, because he could say, hey, you over here because you want to be over here, and he did not have to come and visit my channel, and vice versa. So I like to at least show support to people that support me. Now, and I've stated this on previous lives, and I'm saying this for the masses. Just because I show support or go in and say hi on a person's chat or share that they're live, that does not necessarily mean that I agree with all of their perspectives, their values, and everything that they do. I may not even know that. To be honest, I don't know anyone on this app in real life to even be ace boom coons with people like that. Like, to be honest, okay? Now, I do have some sisters and friends that I consider close, that we've grown to know each other and things of that sort, and I one day want to meet them in person, okay? But I also know some of us have at least bonded over the app for the past couple of years, and we should have some type of understanding of who people are. Y'all come into the chat, y'all hear how I talk, y'all see the content that I share. So I think you probably have an idea of who Open Book is. If you go back and look at my videos, my lives, it will pretty much speak for itself, right? And so I noticed that someone just had an opinion about, because I shared that someone was live. And so I'm just, stating this for the masses of anyone else who may have felt that way. Because you feel a certain way about a person, that should not affect how you look at another person. And if I share something, because I'll share your stuff, like, I'm not about all of that. Y'all should know I'm not about drama. I don't bring drama over here and things of that sort. But I just wanted it to be understood that I support people who support me, but that does not always mean that I agree with everything they do and say. And I'm pretty sure that goes for a lot of people. It's a lot. I go to a lot of content creators' lives, okay? Cussing up a storm. No judgment against cussing. but I don't cuss. Okay. But I'm in there to hear the content. Okay. It may be a story that I'm following. They have a different perspective. So guess what? I tune out all of that and I'm listening to what they're talking about. So we got to even consider, and we talked about this in our encouraging word the other day, that Jesus, people were looking at Jesus when he was hanging out with sinners and tax collectors. They were looking at him like, what in the world is going on? But you would be surprised at the reason and the purpose that God has is sometimes connected to people. It may not be your people. It may not be the ones that he's connected you with. Okay, he had a reason for why he hung with those people. And sometimes it's not always for us to know. That's my issue. Okay, so we just have to remember, give people grace. Okay, know people for yourself. Get to know people for yourself. Have a clear understanding. Lolo said, open book, don't judge people. That is for the good Lord above to do that part. Right. Thank you. I don't judge people because guess what? Now I can choose not to engage with certain people. You don't have to support certain people. They don't care for you like that, don't like you. Hey, you want to go where you feel welcome, right? So but just have an understanding about people first, before we say certain things, because you just want to have a clear understanding. And it's good, I could delete certain comments and things, but I just want to communicate and say it's not what you think it is. Um, Also, in line with that, I am so glad that there are some people that have created a bond enough with me to know me and to know my heart. Someone tried to say something to another person about me, and they said, no, open book is not like that. She's not malicious like that. And I thanked her. Okay, for the simple fact that showed that you know me. And some people have not gotten a chance to know me. So have a clear understanding first. Get to know a person first. No, we're not going to always agree on everything. And even D, when we were going through, it was all of that stuff, when people were trying to take shots at me and all of that publicly. I thank God for D, because I was trying to pull back, but D said no. She was like, nope, we're gonna keep it going, okay? Because I didn't want any bad targets on her channel, and so she got to know who I was, and I thank God. So, not to say that people won't question who you are, your character in life. Excuse me. There will be times when people look at you crazy. They may question your character, question XYZ, but you know who you are and you know whose you are. And you have to remember that. I always tell my kids, always remember who you are. Who does God say that you are, and who does mommy and daddy say that you are? Okay, so if we've told you that you are beautiful, I love you too, sis. Guess what? When some of those little kids at school tell you that you're ugly, okay, guess what? Is that in line with what we've said? No. Okay. No. Okay, so you got to block it out. You already know that you're beautiful. God says you're beautiful, and we have told you that you're beautiful. Aries said, yes, no one can tell me anything bad about you. That's not what I see. I see a beautiful inside out person. Thank you, Aries. And thank you for your kind words on my community wall. It made my day. I just saw that this morning. Thank you, sis. I love you, love you, love you. And Aries, I can say, is one that does show up. Okay. You got to pay attention to the people who in everybody's chat. Okay, and not that they in everybody's chat being nosy. In a lot of people's chat that they're just supporting, because guess what? Those people, they are going to catch something. They gonna catch you slipping. They would catch you slipping. They gonna catch who you are probably more likely than other people that don't even come into your chat. Okay, so Aries has been consistently in a lot of people's chats. So she has gotten an idea of how certain content creators are and so forth. She's always supported. Always supported. And we love you, Aries. Thank you so much. Good morning, Reed. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, you are right on time. You are right on time. Excuse me. So even in that, adults, hi Renita, good morning. Remember what God says about you. Okay? Don't let anyone tell you different. Don't let situations tell you different. If God says you are the lender and not the borrower, guess what? That's what you are. Okay? If God says you are the apple of his eye, that's what you are. If God says you are fearfully and wonderfully made, that's what you are. If God says you are above and not beneath, that's what you are. If God says you are more than a conqueror through Christ Jesus, that's what you are. If God says you are already healed by his stripes, that's what you are. So when the enemy comes to try to tell you contrary to what he says, you have to block it out. And you have to know who you are. Because best believe, when God starts moving, when God starts doing certain things, the enemy will come to try to cause distractions, to try to cause you to feel a certain type of way. And you have to know whose you are and know who you are, especially if it's contrary to what he's already spoken over you. And when I tell you yesterday, during that live, it was a word. And you never know who needs to hear a word. You never know which live is going to be a live where it's a groundbreaking live, I should say. I don't know, like a live that goes a totally different way. But yesterday we were doing virtual church, and I said, you know what? Now, when we go to church, I don't do a lot of talking. I don't do a lot of talking because we really there for church. So I kind of have it planned. I'll talk and say good morning or whatever, but I didn't even want the mods modding because guess what? We in church. Okay, if I need to hit the like, I just type that in there. But I wanted everyone to focus on what the Lord was saying yesterday. And after that live, someone reached out to me, and the live had touched their heart so much. And I said, God, thank you. Because I really was just gonna watch church, but I said I'll just log in and let everybody watch it. You know, we could chat in the chat and so forth if we want to. And you just never know what people need. You never know what people's mental space is. And I give God the glory for that, because it opened up multiple doors on that live for various things to do. God was blessing right in the midst of the live. Okay. Excuse me. And so I always tell y'all to expect the enemy to be the enemy. Okay. I've just started back watching Big Brother. I don't know if I have any Big Brother fans on here, but Big Brother has started back for the summer. It's on, and I watched the first episode last night. And one of their mottos with Big Brother is to expect the unexpected. So I knew when God had blessed Saturday, He had blessed Sunday morning. When I saw that God was moving, I already knew, oh Lord, here comes the enemy. I already knew he was going to come. Okay? Because he doesn't want God moving too much without him getting a little piece. So I already knew that the enemy was going to come. After that live Saturday, seeing some of the comments, I already knew that was going to happen because there are a lot of people who have varying opinions. So I already knew it wasn't a huge surprise. So that's why we have to expect that God is going to be God and that the enemy is going to be the enemy. But we can't let the enemy intimidate us or to block us or to stop us from doing what God wants us to do. Because guess what? We have to give into an account with God, not people. People may not always understand your strategy and what God is telling you to do. We walk by faith and not by sight. So that means that some things God may call me to do that may look crazy or stupid. Guess what? I have to be okay with that because when the results of that thing come, you're not going to be looking stupid or crazy. He has a way of showing people. God has his own way of showing people. You don't have to walk around and try to show people. He has his way. Thank you, Dreamy Girl. Good morning, Queen Unique. Humble Me Hype is in the house. Hey, sis. I love you so much, sis. D said, exactly, sis. I was in a dark place. I think you meant the other day, and we talked and I was feeling better. I thank God for that. I thank God. I'm so happy to hear that. And God has connected, y'all, some of us together for such a time as this. Because you never know, some connections are for a reason, a season, and a lifetime. And God has his special way. A lot of us on here met through the story of Brianna and Robert Hampton. We never knew that years ago we'd be connected. What, 2 years? I think it's been 2 years for this long. The story is pretty much, kind of gone away. But look at how a lot of us are still connected. Some of us have reached out to each other behind the scenes and, have prayed for one another, have talked and shared certain things. Those are divine connections. But God had his way of putting it together. And I'm truly, truly grateful for each and every one of you. God knows what we need when we need it. And God will send people to be the blessing. And what we don't want is to block blessings that he sends because of our own preconceived idea of who that person is, false lies. We have to get to know people. We have to know how to communicate with people. We have to think about the things sometimes that we say to people. Because guess what? Words you can't get back. And I know that even with the Queen of Kings, they did a live yesterday evening. And so we went from witnessing arguments like back to back to now they're just gleaming and beaming and glowing and in love. And they were like, people have arguments. Yes, that's true. Y'all publicize that. But some of the nastiness that was stated during those arguments, you cannot take that back. Which is why we have to be careful pretty much how we say things first. Okay? Because the majority of the communication part goes in how we say things. Okay? Yeah, what we say is important, but how we say things, that really matters. Okay? The certain words that we use, that matters because you can't take words back. D said, yes, I met you from Jaffe on Facebook, then YouTube, so over 2 years. Okay, so yes, it's been over 2 years. Okay, yes, a lot of people I met, because Facebook was my main platform that I spent a lot of time on, and met Jaffe, and then it was a lot of us in the chat. So that was our home for a little bit. We would meet up every day. And so Jaffe would start shouting out people. He had shouted out D. And so I started following D's channel. And so I love D's channel because it was like a more intimate setting. He shouted out Sweet Ma, started following Sweet Ma. And now when Sweet Ma was going live late, I told Sweet Ma, I was like, now your lives, I loved it and look forward to it. But by the time you're talking and it's 11 o'clock at night with that soft voice, I would always fall asleep. I would always fall asleep because of her voice. And so it was so funny, but I've met so many wonderful, sweet personalities and just women. And I can tell some of you are women of God and genuine. I love people that are genuine. Um, it really touches my heart. It really does. And I'm truly, truly grateful for you all and the support that you've shown to the open book over the course of this time. Because like I said, excuse me, I wasn't on YouTube like this, going live and so forth, until the end of last year. But I've had my channel for 4 years. And well, shoes, it's almost 5. I think it's almost 5. And so what I would do is when I had my guests, and you can go back and look at some of those videos too, because they're still on there. We would meet on Zoom. And then after that, I would drop my videos onto YouTube. And so forth, I had to learn. And so it's a process. It is a process, but I'm learning. We all learn. God gives us new grace, new mercy every day. And so I try my best to extend that same grace to others, okay, every day, because I love to live in peace. I do, even with the people who don't like me. I prefer us to just be peaceful. Okay. Listen, we don't have to say anything to each other. I just don't like drama. I don't like mess. I don't like people to misunderstand who I am. So sometimes I have to clarify and give it, some more information so that we can have a clear all popping off things like that all the time. You just communicate. Okay. And if you want to disagree, we can agree to disagree. And then we move on with life. Because I'm telling you, there are bigger things taking place in this world that candidate is, okay, for an election that's about to take place in November. This is a hot mess. Okay. I told y'all, brace yourselves because it's about to be some shenanigans. And lo and behold, after we talked about that the other day, look at what is taking place. Okay, from the Trump alleged assassination attempt to the planes, everything being grounded, to now Biden stepping down. He is no longer running for president. Now we are thinking, okay, who's going to run? People are saying Kamala Harris. I haven't really seen Kamala since the last election. I'm gonna be honest. So I don't know if a lot of people even know who she is. I'm being honest. D said I act up on my channel sometimes, but it's all love and I like to have fun at times. Right? Oh my goodness. D has me laughing. Y'all, every time, even yesterday, When D says, now wait, what the hell? She trying to find out what was going on in her chat. People going back and forth. I was in there modding, had stepped away because I was cooking. And I come back and I see everybody talking about it. And I said, well, what just happened? Because I didn't even step away that long. And baby D will have you laughing. Yes, sis, you was telling me. Yes, I'm glad that I listened to you. Ari said, you are funny, Miss D. Love you. Yes, she is. Reed said, me either. That is why I pick and choose where I go and who I support. Yes, I am selective. Okay. So y'all not gonna see me sharing. If I'm sharing something, let's clarify. If I'm sharing something on my community wall, obviously I'm not sharing some drama. Okay. I'm not sharing something that, oh Lord, why open book sharing that? It might be an interesting topic. It's a new content creator that has some good topics. Like yesterday, Esco. Okay, he's doing his Esco the Disciple. He's doing his disciple talks every week on Sundays. I shared that. Yesterday, the Break Room 411, I shared that. We were on live together and we were talking about Queen of Kings, and then she did a live with Felicia Barnes about BBLs, the process of getting a BBL and so forth, because it's a lot of people actually thinking about getting that. It's nothing like hearing from a person that has gotten it in the things you got to go through, because we think we could just go and get a booty pop on. Okay. It's a whole process. So I thought that was an interesting topic, which is why I shared it. Okay. I shared some other people's some other people were live. I think Critical went live this weekend and so forth. So I try to share people's live, Critical and Red, to support them. So I'm trying to support a lot of different topics, people who are doing a variety of topics, because I know, okay, some of us get tired of hearing the same stuff over and over. So we're trying to expand. We're trying to, be exposed to different stuff. Because I'm finding myself more and more in some other sectors and so forth. Because it's what's relevant to me and what I'm doing right now. So I'm glad and thankful for Reed that you're supportive also. Okay. And that you go to different people's chats that you like. And that is fine. That is what we all do. I love that. Good morning, Shelly Shell. Hey, sis, I'm behind in the chat, y'all. Queen said, say so, sis. Kamala Harpo, who this one? I'm telling you. Oh, my goodness, baby. Who is this woman? I have not seen her since she said, Joe, we did it. Oh my goodness. That was the last time I saw her out in that field when they got that phone call. Yes, check out Esco's replay. He had some guy on there that shared a testimony, and their topic was strength under adversity. Okay. Which was, and y'all, yesterday, that's why I talk about support. I wanted to support everybody. And that's probably another reason I almost missed D's troll. Yesterday, everybody was live at the same time. I mean, it's no other way to be sometimes. Okay. You got to get in where you fit in. I had 4 different tabs open. Why? Because I was trying to support everybody. I was modding in 2 of those. Okay. So I had Esco going. I had D going. I had Break Room going. I had Chanel going, and she's in another sector. And I'm trying to pay attention. I'll go here. Let me listen in for 2 minutes. Let me go here. Let me listen in for 2 minutes. Let me go here. Let me listen. So I was trying to listen in on everybody's live just because I wanted to. It's not that I have to. It's because I wanted to be there. I wanted to show support. And so sometimes I just have to do that. And so in the midst of all that, I'm cooking. Okay. So at that time, D was muted because I have to mute some to hear this tab. So I had to mute this tab. Then I had to come over here, mute this tab so I can hear this tab. So at that time while I was cooking, I think I had Esco playing while I could hear him from the kitchen. So then by the time I went back to sit down, I muted Esco. Then I came over to D's. And so when I came to D's chat, they done had a whole troll fiasco. Okay, so oh my gosh, it was a hot mess. So as people started shutting down, closing for the day, I said, whew, okay, because that's a lot of multitasking. Okay, I was laughing because, baby, if y'all had seen me yesterday, it was a lot. Queen said I haven't seen her since she had the women wearing chucks and pearls. Girl, Queen, stop. And you know what? That is so true too. What happened with that? we haven't worn the chucks and pearls since they got elected. That was the last time I heard about that. And usually, I guess because maybe they're more quiet, but I haven't really heard from her or Biden these 4 years. I know somebody had to have been doing something in the White House because we all, things still kicking. But I really don't see them a lot. Now, Trump, Lord, y'all see he not even in the chair yet, and all of the shenanigans going on. It's always some news. He said any publicity is good publicity, okay? I didn't know what the heck was going on in my chat. Girl, D had me, if anything, D's reaction has me laughing every time. And y'all already know I'm down to block control. So it was some people in the chat talking about open book, block this person. I'm not there. I wasn't even in the chat. Y'all know how I do. I'll be ready. Okay. Because if you coming over here trolling, you already know. Okay. But I wasn't even in the chat. And so D had to call one of her other mods to get in there. I said, D, you should have rang on the bat call. What is the bat phone? Okay, so I could have ran over and I would have said, huh? Because I'm in the kitchen. Okay. I can't keep doing this. Y'all all going live at the same time. Everybody live. I got 4 tabs open. So as they started closing their lives, I say, okay, let me close this tab. Now I'm on 3 people. I'm still cooking. The kids don't care. They don't care that it's 4 lives going on. They running out. Mommy, I'm hungry. I was like, okay. So I said, well, I can at least hear from the kitchen, let me if I had D not muted, I probably would have heard her saying, hey, what the hell going on in my chat? And I would have ran over to the computer. But that was one of her muted times. I was done. Good morning, Bronx girl. Welcome. Thank you for joining, sis. I was done. I said, this too much multitasking. Okay, so now I'm going to have to go back. She said my PTSD started to kick in. Girl, oh my goodness. I was trying to hurry up and see what was wrong before you really went there. Because when her breathing started changing, she said the troll, D, didn't you say that the troll even purchased a membership? Wait a minute, D, did you say that lady purchased the membership before she got I'm done. I think D said, yeah. Y'all, D said that lady purchased a membership and they done blocked. Look, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. My voice. I'm trying to get my voice, y'all. Wait a minute. Okay. So you mean to tell me y'all blocked one of y'all own members? So wait, y'all could have let that lady stay in there for a month because she didn't already pay. she she already paid for a month. Oh Lord. I didn't know that the lady, because okay, so us being in this saga for over 2 years, I pretty much know a lot of people's names, right? Especially modern, different content creators. You see a lot of different names. So my eyes are trained pretty much to see if somebody's new. Okay. That name I had not seen before. And so what happened was I was paying attention to the things she was saying. So before I went and put my ground meat on, she was good. She wasn't saying anything out of pocket. Now, what was a red flag was she up in Dee's chat and she didn't know who Brianna was. Okay, how you find your way over here? So that was a red flag. But she was not, oh, you were in there, Bronx girl? But she was not being disrespectful or anything. And so by the time I went and did my little ground meat, I come back and it's chaos in the chat. And I'm like, well, what just happened? I saw Pammy Poo in there, because she wasn't in there before I walked away too. I wasn't gone that long, y'all. I was gone probably 2 minutes because I was listening to Esco for those 2 minutes. And I had D's on mute. Oh my God. Reed said, one thing I can say is Miss D keeps an eye on her chat no matter what. Yes. D is watching that chat. I don't know if y'all have paid attention, but she does not miss anything that takes place in that chat unless she about to fall asleep. Yes. Baby, her membership blocked. Y'all could have hey, Miss Cherry, hey, sis, thank you for joining. Y'all could have let that troll stay in there a month. Just block her comments that are disrespectful, because that troll done bought a whole membership. I don't even know what she said to get blocked because I wasn't in there. Oh my gosh, I am done. D said she was saying I didn't clean. Wait a minute. She said I didn't clean my house in a year. What? Oh, I know they were going off. Oh my gosh, I missed all of that because I would have blocked her on site. She wouldn't have had a time to buy a membership. I did not see her doing all of that. Whoo, Lord, my stomach is hurt. D got my stomach hurt. She said this lady about a whole membership, and now she can't get in there. Well, she can watch, but excuse me, she can watch, but she won't be able to comment. Oh, poor little Tink. That chat was coming for her. I bet they were saying stuff like that. Oh my gosh. Oh, my stomach. Y'all got my stomach hurt. D said that lady bought a whole membership. Oh my goodness. I have never seen that. Maybe, I don't know. Bronx girl said she was talking about spring cleaning. Miss D was like, what the heck is summer? Wait a minute. Y'all gotta stop. Wait. She said, Miss D was like, what the is summer about to be fall? Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? I feel her on that, okay? Because I missed the spring, okay? So maybe we should just call it summer cleaning because it's some stuff I've been wanting to put out too and box up and rebox some stuff. Oh my gosh. I am done. Okay. That's blessed my whole day. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Aries Black. Right. Oh my God. Why would she say D? Why would she say D? Um, D didn't clean our house in a year. Was she trying to throw shade? Like, how would she know you? If because the way she made it look when she came over there, dreamy girl, you missed that. When she came in there, she acted like she didn't even know, who we were talking about or anything like that. That was my first time seeing her in the chat. So how does she know that you didn't clean the house in over a year? Like, come on now. Somebody really was trolling. That is crazy. Y'all, I am done. That blessed my whole day. I cannot believe the lady bought a whole membership and then want to talk noise. How you buy? But you know what? Y'all, even some people are like that. They got money just to do different stuff. When I was watching Queen of Kings there live one day, do y'all know a lady wanted to talk noise and she knew that she would get blocked if she just typed in her comment? Well, she really don't block too many people unless they real disrespectful. This person was paying $1 a comment just to talk noise and to troll, and kept putting or $2. I think it was $2 a comment, and they would say slick stuff. It's in a super chat. I'm like, you paying money to talk noise? She said, I don't know, Breeze. So why are you here? Right. That's the red flag. I just didn't understand that part. Like when she said she didn't know who y'all was talking about, I was like, this a red flag. But she was being, respectful and stuff like that. That's why I stepped away. And then lo and behold, I came back and she had gotten out of control. Wow. I am done. Those of you who are just joining, the only one Lolo has a new YouTube channel. Y'all, we've been trying to get Lolo to get her channel, and she has now started her own YouTube channel. We are so excited. Y'all, let's blow up her numbers, her subscribers. If you have not subscribed, the link is in the chat. I already know Lolo's going to come with it. Now we had a chance to do a live together. We did like a fun roasting of the CCs. We did a live together, and that was a lot of fun. So y'all already know Lolo is gonna bring it. Okay. She gonna bring it. I love how real talk she is, and don't let that toughness, that talk fool you, because she is so loving too, y'all. She really is. She gives me mom vibes. Y'all know I don't have my mom here anymore, and sometimes you talk to people and they look out for you like that. And not that she's old enough to be my mama, but she is like, she gives like the caring and the way that she talks and looks out for you, those types of vibes. So shout out to Lolo. Love you, sis. Let's see. Okay, Queen said I subbed yesterday. Congratulations in advance, Lolo. Yes, 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 yes. I am so excited about what God is going to do. Okay, Reed already subscribed. Okay, thank you so much. Thank y'all so much. Well, y'all, I think I'm going to get off because I have to prepare something for my next live today. Yeah, shout out to Lolo. I am so happy for my next live. So, and then I know my son, he's going to want breakfast and things like that. So I am coming back. I don't know what time, the for sure time, but I will set that notification up. So if you are able to come back and join us or even listen in, come on back, because it's going to be an interesting topic, and we'll have, of course, fun as we always do with it. But thank y'all so much for joining this morning. If you're on your way to work, Please be safe out there. Pray for travel grace and mercy for you. If you're at work, praise the Lord. Have a blessed day. All, and thank you all so much for your love, your support. It really, really means a lot. Have a blessed Monday, and I will see you all later. Have a great week. Thank you. Shout out to the mods and the members. Love you all so much. Bye-bye.